go. Yo,
Get it.
Wagwan. Y'all know what it is. It's your boy, brother Noomsi, the Sports Time Zone, alongside my man, my producer.
Cue the beat. Let's
Y'all
get
know,
it.
let's get it. Y'all know what it is. This is the Sports Time Zone podcast. Only sports podcast bringing you
Yes,
two
sir.
generations takes on sports. Salute to TZ Dave. Couldn't make it in today. Dave out there getting that bag as usual. Dave be out there in the field doing his thing. We see you, boy. He'll be back next episode right here once again. Follow us on sportstime_zone on IG. Y'all see what it is. Y'all see where Q the beat is pointing down to.
Let's get
Y'all
it.
make sure follow us on sportstime_zone on IG. Also, salute to everybody that looks out for us. We got KE Creations, GoodLifeCoven.com, my man Gene Hennigan, all of them doing high level work. If you're looking for that merch, make sure you get at any one of them down there at the bottom. They will take care of you and get it done. But this is gonna be another one, Q. This gonna be a dope show. We know what time it is. It's football time, Q.
Yes, sir.
How you
Let's
feeling,
go.
Q?
Very excited. September 5th, right around the corner. Let's get it. KC versus the Ravens. Y'all check it out. First game of the season. Let's get it.
Of course, Q the beat, our resident Kansas City Chiefs fan in the building here. I know y'all see the Mahomes jersey up there on the wall. I know y'all see it. So he looking forward to a week one kickoff. And I know y'all looking forward to possibly three-peating. This is a one in a million opportunity, a once in a lifetime opportunity for a team in the NFL to three-peat. I mean, we've seen it in the NBA. We've seen it in,
right there on this side. We got
see it.
Yeah, right there you go, right there with the 3P.
Hey.
So we witnessed a 3P before in basketball, not in football.
I can't be mad at all. No hate on this side. But today's episode is a real special one. Football season is around the corner, like Q just said. So today we are gonna bring y'all the Sports Time Zone top 10 NFL quarterbacks list. That's right.
Yeah.
In the words of the late great Manny, that's right. I definitely want to make sure that we get this list out here. Yours truly, brother Noomsi. I came up with my top 10 quarterbacks list. My man Q the beat, he got his top 10 quarterback list.
Yes, indeedy.
And TZ Dave, who isn't here, he texted us his top 10 quarterback list. So we're going to run his list. And we want y'all, the viewers, to decide in the comments who y'all think got the best list. Who y'all feel like got the best top 10 quarterback list based on expectations. This is not based on what they did last year. This is not based on the stats and numbers. This is based on our projections and our predictions for what we think they are going to do this year. So, hey, Q, you ready to run these lists, brother?
I'm ready. Let's get it. I know we're going to have some people like, but with everybody list, it's just, your list. It's just based on how we feel,
This is what I'm saying. So let me start off by saying this. Just like Q just said, I know it's going to be a lot of y'all out there. Why do you have him number this and that? This list is not. This is my list. All right. So this is the list that I put together, and that's the list that Q put together. These are our lists. If you disagree with the list, drop it in the comments and let me see your list. I will put my list up against any one of y'all lists out there. So let's roll it. Let's go ahead and roll my top 10. We're going to start this thing off with yours truly, brother Noomsi. Let's start this off with my top 10 NFL quarterbacks list. Mr. Q, could you please run that list? And we're going to go from 1 through 10. As y'all see, my number one quarterback on the list, Patrick Mahomes. I have to give it to Patrick Mahomes. He is on the verge of taking his team to 3 straight Super Bowls. He's been the phenomenal MVP level player in each of the Super Bowls. He's a generational talent. He makes all the throws. Some of these throws that he makes, it's like he's out there just clowning. I mean, he's making
backyard at the house, just freestyling this.
It's almost laughable. He escapes the pocket. He's able to break free. He can scramble. He can get extra yards. He can throw on the run. He can throw from the pocket. I don't see a weakness in his game as a quarterback. So with not using much brain cells, I'm quite sure most of us can have Patrick Mahomes as the number one quarterback in the league. I think he's the top quarterback, so I'm going with Patrick Mahomes number one. Number two, South Florida's own.
Let's go.
South Florida's own and the Baltimore Ravens quarterback, Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson was very, very close to going to the Super Bowl last year. He was pretty close. I know close don't get you nothing unless you're playing horseshoes. But if Lamar Jackson had played the Lamar Jackson way in that last game of his season last year, I think those boys would have eventually went on to go to the Super Bowl. But he came up a little short. However, Lamar Jackson, the fastest quarterback in the league right now, as far as speed-wise, the most elusive. He can still get the ball out of his hands quickly. He gets it to the receivers quickly. There's really no answer for Lamar Jackson when he's clicking on all cylinders, when he's that Lamar Jackson that you don't know if he's going to run, you don't know if he's going to throw, you don't know if he's buying time. The Lamar Jackson who's looking down the field to buy his receivers time versus the Lamar Jackson who's just taking off and running. That Lamar Jackson is probably he's an elite level quarterback. Not probably, he's definitely an elite level quarterback, and I got him at number two. So that's my number two quarterback. And again, Hugh, at any point, if you feel like I'm bugging, you can stop me and be like, whoa, how you got him here? But my list, I don't see too many holes in my list. Number three. Number three on my list, I've got the only quarterback to have beaten Patrick Mahomes on a big stage, Joe Burrow. That's right. I know Joe Burrow was injured last year. I know he was hurt, but we're going based on expectations and what we see in the future, what we expect out of these quarterbacks going forward for this season. I look for Joe Burrow to have an extremely high-level bounce-back season. I look for him to come back from this injury and just shred the league and put them on notice and remind everybody why he was drafted so high and why he is the franchise quarterback for the Cincinnati Bengals. So I got Joe Burrow at number three, just based on his vision, his pocket poise, his presence, his elusiveness as well, and his ability to read defenses. People don't give Joe Burrow that much credit for his ability to pick apart the defenses and see the blitzes coming, all of that, getting rid of the ball, checking down. He checks off all of the boxes as an elite quarterback. So Joe Burrow definitely top three, number three quarterback. Number four on my quarterback list, I like the young CJ Stroud. Yeah. I love CJ Stroud's game. You had an opportunity to watch and see CJ. You're in H-Town.
Oh, yeah.
So what's the buzz like about CJ Stroud in H-Town?
Everybody excited pretty much. I mean, young, a good dude, you know what I mean? Willing to learn. He learned very quickly, got a lot of confidence in himself. I like CJ, man. He's a great quarterback. Being that he wasn't the first pick to come out that draft, so it was like all those other quarterbacks were set it with higher expectations, and out of the whole draft, the best one happened to be CJ. So, which is crazy because when the Houston Texans, I'm gonna take y'all back, when the Houston Texans won that game to end up being the number 2 pick instead of the number 1 pick, they actually fired the coach. They were mad, It was like, don't blow the game. We need the number 1 pick. Yeah. But look, faith came about. The number 2 pick was your guy. You know what I mean? The whole time. So
There you go.
It's crazy, but CJ is that guy. He is definitely locked in out here in Houston.
Top 5 quarterback in my opinion. Matter of fact, I got him at number 4. And hey, how about that performance from CJ Stroud in the postseason last year as a rookie?
As a rookie against the number 1 defense per claim.
When did we ever seen a rookie quarterback do that in the postseason? Like, it's been a minute.
Yeah.
It's been a good minute since we saw a rookie quarterback perform that way against, like you said, a number 1 ranked defense, a high level defense in the postseason. So CJ Stroud, I expect big things from him this year, and he's just getting started last year. He was just getting his feet wet and just getting settled in. So I definitely look for CJ Stroud to do his thing. Number 5 on my list. This is a guy, I've been really big on this guy at number 5. I got Jordan Love of the Green Bay Packers at number 5. Jordan Love, not only last season in the postseason, did he go into Dallas and upset the Dallas Cowboys in Jerry's World. And he tore them boys up.
Shredded them to pieces.
To pieces.
Easy. It was easy. I was like, man, we didn't expect the game. We expected probably a battle. But Jordan Love came in there, drive after drive. I think he went 3 drives, scoring touchdown. Like the first 3 drives, he scored a touchdown on all 3 drives. Like,
he had no answer for Jordan Love.
Yeah, he was balling.
And I predicted it too. Before that game, right here on the Sports Time Zone, I predicted that Jordan Love was going to go into Dallas and upset the Cowboys, because prior to that game, like the last 3 or 4 games of the regular season, Jordan Love was on fire. Like, he was
fire.
He was playing the best possible football at the best possible time of the season. He rallied those boys to get them into the playoffs. They were just shredding everybody in the last couple of weeks of the season. So going into the playoffs in the postseason, I felt like, this is going to be his coming out party. He's going to put the world on notice. And now this is the time for people to recognize who Jordan Love is. And now they recognize it. So I look for him this season to basically capitalize off of that and to continue his uprise in the NFL. So I like Jordan Love at my number 5. Number 6, as much as I hate to put him here, because he's a rival. He's the rival for my Miami Dolphins. He's the reason why we got knocked out of the playoffs, while we were actually ranked to get in the playoffs. But then here comes Josh in this 30-degree below weather in Buffalo and knocked my Dolphins out of contention of winning the AFC East last season. Yeah. But I got to give the man credit where it's due. Josh Allen, he's extremely physical as a quarterback. He can take the hits. Sometimes he's a little reckless with the ball when he takes off and he runs and he puts himself in harm's way. But to his credit, that usually means they're going to win. Because if you don't remember, Buffalo in the early part of the season last year, Buffalo was stinking it up.
They turned it on at the end. They won like five in a row at the end.
In a row.
Changed the game, yeah.
And most of that was on the strength of Josh. Yeah, of course, they had Stephon Diggs out there. They had a good running game, and they were clicking. But a lot of that is credit to Josh Allen, and any quarterback who can rally their team to win 5 straight, not only get in the postseason, but win the division after having such a horrible start to the season. I got to give him his props. So, yeah, Josh Allen, I got you at number 6. I ain't going to say too much about that because, again, like y'all know, I don't like nothing about Buffalo. The only thing I like about Buffalo is
Buffalo wings.
I like Conway. I like Benny the Butcher. Salute to Benny the Butcher and Conway.
They got some good food out there.
And they got, so my man Q say they got good food. I ain't never been at a Tribe. I'm going to take your word for it. So, Buffalo, that's all I like about y'all. Number 7, I like Jalen Hurts at number 7. Yeah, Jalen Hurts, he started off last season really hot, like really, really hot. And then them boys ran into a brick wall and just kind of started turning into hot garbage down the stretch. a big part of that was Jalen Hurts' poor performance. He did play pretty poorly going down the stretch, but he still got one of the best O-lines in the league. He still got the weapons that he had. The defense is still elite, top level. So with all of that being said, I think, and plus the fact that he had such a bad season, I think he's going to want to make up for that. I think
comeback year.
Yeah, great comeback year.
Not a comeback, with a bounce back year for him.
I think he'll have an extremely high level season. He will bounce back this year. I don't see him having 2 bad years in a row like that. And again, he's a poised quarterback who always seems to be under control. He's never rattled. Even when he's playing poorly, you never really see him out there looking frustrated and rattled and, oh my God, what's going on? He always looks under control, and a team surrounding him, they rally around and behind that. They kind of embody that same type of poise that he has. So I look for that poise. Sirianni, though, you better get it together this year, boy, because Coach Sirianni, I don't know if he might be out of there if they put together another performance like that down the stretch of the season. I don't think he's gonna survive that. So that's that. Number 8, I got my quarterback, Tua Tagovailoa. Tua, he started off the season real hot last year. He did his thing. He came out firing. Tariq was, hitting like 100 yards a game. I think it was like he was on the verge of being the first wide receiver to have X amount of yards for a season. So he started off really hot, but then towards the back end of the season, Tua, when you started playing against some of these tough teams in these cold weather environments, he didn't really come through for us the way that he was coming through early in the season when the weather was nice. So for that reason, I got Tua dropping down to number 8 in my quarterbacks list. So show me something this year, Tua, and I'll move you up higher next year. Number 9, I got Dak Prescott from the Dallas Cowboys. Dak is one of those quarterbacks where you kind of know what you're gonna get. He's efficient. He doesn't make too many huge mistakes, but when he makes a mistake, it's a huge mistake.
Yeah. cost you, buddy.
Big time. And then he hasn't really gotten over that hump yet. He plays extremely well during the regular season. His numbers look great. His numbers are out of this world. But with your eye test, when you watch him, you kind of see the level that he can't quite get to. So he stays at this level, like first round, second round of the playoffs, and he can't really get past that ceiling. So for that reason, I got Dak Prescott down at number 9. And number 10, my number 10 quarterback is my man Herbert. I like Herbert. I like him a lot. I would love to have him a lot higher than this, but this is just based off of my prediction and my projections. His weapons that he had last year are not necessarily going to be there this year. Right. Then he also has a new coach, so there's always a learning curve when you have a new coach in there. Even though this is the best, probably, arguably, the best coach in college football coming in to take over that spot as head coach for Justin Herbert. So let's see what happens with that. I like Herbert. He's very talented. He's an elite pocket passer. I think he can definitely make all the throws out of the pocket. But again, he's a pocket passer. And when I look at this list that I have put together here, he may be the only pure pocket passer on my list. And that almost is a thing of the past. You don't really see that too much anymore. But I think he does it so well that he makes my top 10. So there you have it. That's Brother Noomsy's top 10 quarterbacks list in the NFL. Drop it in the comments. How y'all feeling my list? What y'all think about it? What y'all not feeling about it? Let me know. And now I'm going to turn it over to my man, to my producer of the Sports Time Zone. Cue the beat. Run your blood clot list, boy.
Here we go. So pretty much, I think a lot of us agree with the list. Patrick Mahomes, definitely, my man, Patrick Mahomes, shout out Texas native, you know what I'm saying? You know how we do it out here. We just make athletes. That's all we do. We just build them, ship them off. But that boy there is pretty much done the incredible I mean, you started your first time, throw 50 touchdowns. I mean, 6 straight AFC championships. We got 3 Super Bowls because of this man.
Goodness.
I mean, I have never really seen anything like this. He's going for a 3-peat. Nothing but success since he's been here at KC with my squad. So this has brought me great joy to say he definitely is the number 1 quarterback on this list.
No argument.
All right. So I got number 2. I got Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson is incredible. He might be the fastest person in the NFL, one of the fastest. I mean, he's definitely top 5, and he plays quarterback. I mean, I've been cheering for him ever since his college days. Man, he was phenomenal when I first seen him. Throw for 200 or 400, run for 200. I mean, in college, he was incredible. I knew it would translate to the NFL because it reminded me so much of Vic, but with just a slightly better mechanics. But he is the ultimate player that you definitely want to have at quarterback. I mean, he that's why he's number 2. He's right there.
Hey, we both agree on that. We agree on number 1 and number 2.
My number 3.
Here we go.
CJ Stroud. I'm here in Houston, man. I have never seen a rookie season like this, even though Patrick Mahomes had a great rookie season. But CJ Stroud had an amazing rookie season because this team was not expected to win half of those games. I was seeing 6 out of 8 and all these just crazy numbers. He didn't even start the whole year. Off the bat, came in and slowly progressed, and I think he went the first 12 games without throwing an interception. Like, who does that at quarterback?
That was insane.
Man, it was crazy. Then he go into the playoff round and dominate one of the top defenses in NFL against the Cleveland Browns. I'm talking about the game wasn't even close. He was picking them apart. CJ got it. He got it all, man. He the next future of this league. So I got CJ at number 3 already. I got him as that next LeBron coming or Curry coming into the NFL type.
Second year player, and he's a top 3 quarterback in the league.
I got him top 3.
To beat. I can't argue it. I had him a little lower, but yo, do your thing. Yo, go ahead with that. All right.
So at 4, I know people gonna be like, already? Yeah, man. This year, weapons he got, it's gonna be crazy. All right, I got Justin Herbert as number 4 because I'm a Chiefs fan, and this dude is a headache in our division, man. I mean, we beat him, but it's always a tough, gritty game. And throughout the game, just watching him play, I'm like, this man got some accuracy. He got a cannon. He's smart. I mean, he is the perfect pocket passer. Like if you describe.
And you get a closer view of him because he's in your, you guys see him
play him twice every year.
You have a closer view of him to see how he plays. So
that team with the Chargers, when they come out, it's like, oh yeah, we got to play Herbert. It's not gonna be no pushover, and he brings it. He brings it every time. So him and Patrick Mahomes go back to back with each other, back and forth. But we always come out in the end. But
it's a headache, though. I will say, I will agree with you because we played against the Chargers early last season also, and I swear, it seemed like every throw he made was a first down.
Yeah.
All I kept hearing.
Yeah, first down. Charge. Yeah, come on, man.
I kept hearing it so much, it was starting to and I know the defense was starting to get demoralized because that's. Every time, you can't stop this guy. He's just continuing to thread the needle, and every time he throws the ball, it's like their up-tempo style of offense. It can wear a defense down with that.
Absolutely,
you got a quarterback like that. Go ahead, yeah,
absolutely. Man. And his only downfall is he's just not as mobile as the rest of everybody else. But get him some protection, He got a new coach with Harbaugh there.
He's like the last of a dying breed.
Yeah,
like that pocket quarterback is almost like a dinosaur now.
It is. It's antique.
He might be the last of the Mohicans when it comes to that. Especially
he can't run though, but he just don't. So, but I guess if he throw that into his game, maybe it'll be more effective. I got number 5. I got Jordan Love. Jordan Love showed me a lot of greatness. I mean, he sat up under Aaron Rodgers the whole time, and his career kind of started slow. But last year I did see the growth in him. The first couple games he started off slow. I was like, here we go. But he started rolling about quarter way through the season. He was rolling. We came out there to Green Bay when they played the Chiefs, and he put it on us too. So we took an L to Green Bay. So Jordan Love, he really got a good team around him. He got a lot of young talent at receivers too. The whole team, I think they got one of the youngest team. Them and the Lions got one of the youngest team in the NFL. Period.
They definitely do. They definitely do.
He has
Jordan Love,
great
to
team.
your point, don't even cut you, but to your point, Jordan Love does have a lot of young receivers, but these guys are relatively unknown. In the league, around the league. I mean, I'm sure they'll make a name for themselves, but he got those boys where he got them with a relatively unknown
receivers. Yeah, and he put them on the map, and they showed, hey, we know them now. So you got to watch out for Green Bay. They coming soon. Didn't they get Jacobs? Who they got at running back now?
Yeah,
so they got rid of Jones.
They did.
I want to say they got Jacobs. It's been so long since we've seen the new trades, but I definitely got him at.
Yeah, they did. They got RB. Well, you said they got rid of Jones, so
got rid of Aaron Jones and got Jacobs from.
Josh Jacobs.
So that is definitely a big move for them. So they got
their second string running back, and then they got Marshawn Lloyd. So they got a nice running back stable there.
Yeah,
they're gonna be all right.
Got a good line, good defense. So I think they can do pretty good this year. All right, number 6. I really want to kind of change 6 and 7.
Don't change your 6. I like your 6.
I'm gonna keep him at 6. I got Josh Allen at 6. He's a good quarterback. He got good team around him. He did lose a lot though this year with Diggs gone. He lost Davis also, but he still got that arm talent. You know, he's a gritty player. He likes to attack you with the ball. He likes the ball in his hand, so he has the opportunity to make plays towards the end of the game. They give him the green light. So when your quarterback got the green light, it's like it's all on him. So Josh Allen,
he's a real good fantasy quarterback. All y'all fantasy football players, y'all draft y'all. Yeah, he might be the quarterback to draft whenever y'all do draft the quarterback. Look out for Josh Allen, man.
Oh yeah, because he's gonna get those 3-4 yard touchdown runs and pack couple passes as well. So I got him at number 6. His only thing, he's turnover king of the league since he started, so that's why I kind of got him down there.
Okay.
All right. With number 7, I put Joe Burrow at number 7, even though a lot of people put him higher. I know, but last year he didn't really play. The year before, same thing. He kind of was a down year for them. I don't really see the Bengals doing too much this year with all of the receiver fiascos. They did lose Joe Mixon. The defense is a little bit different this year. This is like the year he comes back when he ain't played in a while. So I don't expect. I mean, he's a great player, but I don't expect it to be the Joe Burrow before, at least not right away. Maybe like towards the end of the season, he'll jump up back to where he belongs. But I gotta put him down at the bottom because he ain't really just showed me nothing. Because he ain't really just played. Even though he has beaten Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs, the only one to do so. But that was like 3 years ago, buddy. So
he's fully healthy this year, Q.
We gonna see. We're gonna see how them bones stack up when them boys put that heat on you, because they line is what has been shaky. So we're gonna see if Cincinnati has redeveloped a line to protect Joe Burrow and keep him off the ground, out of the entry box. So
and they got to fix that Jamar Chase situation too. So
yeah, they got to fix their receivers. You know what y'all gonna do with them, and hopefully they did replace Mixon with the dude they had last year. I forgot his name. He was decent, but Mixon is pretty much a beast though.
Yeah.
But
no
I
doubt.
do got Joe Burrow at number 7. All right, number 8. Here we go. It's gonna get real shaky back here. Number 8, I got Jalen Hurts. I know people want Jalen Hurts higher, but I'm gonna keep him down. Jalen Hurts, you got to get over this hump. You are a top tier quarterback, no doubt, but you started off on fire and you ended out in ashes. So just went downhill from there. I don't know, man. I don't know what to say. He got Saquon this year, so he got all the weapons you need. Like, you got the best O-line. You can't replace Kelsey though. I mean, because he's one of the greatest that played.
That's huge.
Line. So that is a huge loss.
That's huge.
But Jalen still got legs. He got his leg speed, talent. He got arm talent. He just got natural talent to play quarterback. Hopefully he can put it together this year with the weapons he got and get back on down this list where you used to be, right on down towards the top tier. But right now I got you at 8. Number 9, I got Matthew Stafford. Don't sleep on the boy, because he is still a Super Bowl champion. Matthew Stafford.
Stafford is like 50 years old, Q.
He is old. He's old, no doubt. But he still got the cannon. They got a good team there with Puka, Nacua.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, they got a team, man. The Rams got a team. Their defense a little bit in a part of a rebuild after they lost Donald. But the O-line is good. They got a good, decent running back. They're young. They got running backs that's young. When he was healthy, before he got hurt, he was doing his thing. Matthew Stafford was pretty much doing his thing. He is a good quarterback, very accurate, and he still got the strongest arm in the league, pretty much. So when you got those pieces like Nacua, as the second year coming, he fast, and you got Cup, and you got a lot of people, man. Just who knows? The Rams can be a sneaky team, so I do got him at 9.
Matt Stafford is old enough to be CJ Stroud's pops. Real talk. Like no cap, as y'all kids say.
How old is he? 36?
He would have had to have CJ in high school. But hey, how many people? I know a lot of brothers that had kids in high school. I know
quite a few had too.
I know quite a few. I ain't gonna say their names on here because I know they're watching. But a few of my homeboys, a few of y'all know who y'all are. Y'all had kids in high school. So if Matthew Stafford was on that type of time, CJ Stroud could be his kid. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
But
he still got some talent. He can still play. Keep him protected. He still can throw the ball. It's just that simple. You just keep him safe. And then number 10 for you Cowboys fan, I got Dak at number 10. Dak has to get y'all past the first round, past the second round. Y'all got to get up into the NFC Championship game for me to say he's in anything less than the top 5. I don't care about the numbers when you got CeeDee Lamb out there. You got some great running backs to throw the ball to. You got a good tight end, young tight end to throw the ball to. It's just the decision making sometimes for me with Dak. It's like bonehead plays sometimes, sometimes it's just play calling with the Cowboys too sometimes. But he has talent. People would think his best year was this year. This past year, I would say to me his best year was the year he actually got hurt when he broke his ankle. He was actually playing real good before up until that point.
He was playing really good.
Yeah, he was playing phenomenal. Like if he can get back to that Dak Prescott, I think he'll be better than a lot of other quarterbacks. But right now, I got him at my number 10. quarterback on the list.
So statistically, and I know what you Cowboy fans are thinking. Y'all think that we out here trying, y'all. We ain't trying, y'all. Like Dak Prescott, I got Dak Prescott as number 9. Q got him as number 10. But he's a top 10 quarterback. I mean, what more do y'all want? Y'all want us to put him in the top 5? We can't. Like, he's not better than Mahomes, Lamar, Joe Burrow, Stroud, or Jordan Love. To me, or
Josh Allen.
Or Josh Allen.
Or Jordan Love.
He's not leapfrogging any one of them. Statistically speaking, yes, Dak Prescott puts up great numbers. But until he can get his Cowboys, which have one of the most talented rosters in the league, year after year after year, on both sides of the ball, and until he can get them boys into, I don't know, one game away from the Super Bowl or into the Super Bowl, until he can do that, Dak, he's just gonna be where he is. He's gonna be a top 10 quarterback, and that's as far as it can go. But he's a good player. He's a good quarterback. We're not saying that he trash. We just saying he ain't no top 5 quarterback. He top 10. Yeah. So
for him to break top 5, I mean, he can go to the Super Bowl and lose. I'll drop him down to about top 7.
Everybody who we have in our top 5 has at least gotten to the second round of the playoffs, or
except my Herbert.
Well, except for Herbert, yeah. And again, I don't know. I think you had him a little bit too high. Personally, myself, I got him making my top 10, but you got him kind of high. But again, still, Dak, you do something in the postseason this year. You make some noise in the postseason, and you get that Cowboy Nation really talking and pumping their chests out and feeling good in the postseason, not in the regular season, because we know you're a great regular season quarterback. But do it in the postseason, and then we'll put you up a little higher on the list. We're going to revisit this again sometime midway through the season, and we'll give our list over. We'll revise the list in the middle of the season and see where everybody stands. But right now, that's where you at. All right.
Sir.
TZ Dave also sent in his list. So we're going to run TZ Dave list real quick. I can't wait because Dave, you was talking a whole lot of smack before we ran this list, boy. Dave was talking my list going to be better than y'all. Your list, he called my list trash. He called my list, ran the group text, he called my list trash. Now let's run TZ Dave's list for the people, and y'all let us know what y'all feel about TZ Dave's list.
All right, here we go. TZ Dave pretty much agreed. Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson 1, 2, but he got Brock as number 3, Joe Burrow 4, Jalen
Rewind. Let's
5.
Stop right there. Let's go back to Brock at number. Let's not just. No, we're not going to just ease on past that. Like, let's hold on a second.
He got Brock at number 3. But we gotta let him explain, just his.
We gonna let you come and explain yourself. Before you
3.
do, I'm about to light you up real quick, Dave. I'm about to light you up real fast. You got Brock Purdy at number 3. Come on, fam. Like, first of all, Brock Purdy technically is a 3rd string quarterback. I mean, yeah, he earned his job and he came in there, he did his thing. He got them boys into the Super Bowl with Deebo Samuels.
Yeah,
Christian McCaffrey, arguably one of the best offensive players in the league.
They got him as the best running back. Best running back. They got him down as top running back. Number 1
top running back. Me,
Brandon Ayuk.
Dave, you can go in there and take snaps for the 49ers with that roster and get them boys marginally close to where they got. Yeah. So I ain't trying to hear that, Brock Purdy got his team to. Brock Purdy ain't get them boys nowhere. That was Christian McCaffrey. That was Deebo Samuels.
The defense of the 49ers.
The defense, all of that. So I'm sorry. Brock Purdy, go and make it. Brock Purdy ain't even on my top 10 list. Brock Purdy ain't on Q list. He ain't on either one of our top 10 lists. Honestly, if you really want to keep it a buck and you really want to keep it funky, Brock is probably
15.
I got him. 15.
I got him in the middle,
mid-level, middle of the pack quarterback.
Yeah, and how many? I would pick. I'll pick Kyler Murray before Brock Purdy.
I would. You know what? I would too.
Definitely pick Kyler Murray.
I would pick Kyler Murray over Brock Purdy. And honestly, I don't know. Like
I would take Trevor Lawrence over Brock Purdy.
I definitely would take Trevor Lawrence over Brock Purdy, without a question, without a doubt. I would take that kid. I might take Aaron Rodgers, depending on what.
I'm definitely taking Aaron Rodgers over Brock Purdy.
I'm taking Aaron Rodgers over Brock Purdy. The Kirk Cousins might be better than Brock Purdy.
I might just take Kirk Cousins over Brock. They probably like the same players.
Hey, we tearing y'all up. Hey, yo, Jared Goff, maybe. I don't know. But
I would take Jared Goff over Brock Purdy.
Dave, what was you on, fam? Like, what was you on?
I'm just saying I would. But that's his list, though. You know, that's how he feels. I mean, it can play out to be that way with the numbers the way it's looking, because, again, we're talking about the 49ers. They got Brandon Ayuk, Christian McCaffrey. They got a superstar team. I don't even know how they able to afford all them players like that. But they got a way where they, everybody's managing their deal. The money is managed right, and they got a celebrity squad. Even on defense, it's stacked.
It's stacked. They are. But Brock inherited that. Like I said, you put anybody. I tell you one thing. Let the 49ers not get back to where they were this year. And they're going to be talking about, should we draft a quarterback? Brock the guy? Because here it is. You're getting so close every year, but you ain't getting the job done. You ain't sealing a deal with all of this talent around you, Brock Purdy. Like, you're going to have to show up this year. So,
absolutely.
For your sake, you better hope Dave is right. But go ahead, continue with Dave's list.
He got Joe Burrow 4, Jalen Hurts 5, CJ Stroud. I'm cool with that. 2 7, Dak 8, Stafford 9, Russell Wilson 10.
Hold up. Whoa. Dave, you got Russell Wilson as a top 10 quarterback. I don't want to tear you up too bad, Dave. I want to save some of this for when you get on the show. But my brother, I'm out here telling everybody how, Dave is one of the premier young sports minds that I have ever come across. But every once in a while, Dave leave me scratching my head. Russell Wilson, the same Russell Wilson that lost by, 70 points to my Dolphins last year?
Got blasted.
Like, it was ridiculous. Russell Wilson didn't even look. I started calling him Mr. Sierra. I didn't even call him Russell Wilson no more. I call him Sierra husband, because he was playing like
it wasn't the same. It's not the same Russell Wilson.
It definitely ain't. I mean,
even though he beat the Chiefs, they beat the Chiefs, but it was still like
he pulled that out.
He just pulled like a rabbit out of the hat. Like,
that's one of those, the sun shines on the dog ass every once in a blue moon. Like, every once in a while, or what did they say? A broke clock is right twice a day.
Twice a day, yeah.
Yo, no disrespect, Russell Wilson. He's a Super Bowl quarterback. He's a veteran in this league. He's definitely earned his stripes in the league, but we're talking about right now and today. I don't know. He might be close to the same age as Matthew Stafford. I don't know. But Russell Wilson, Dave, come on. So anyway, y'all in the comments, y'all see Dave's list right here. Y'all drop in the comments what y'all think of our 3 lists. Whose list do y'all like the most? Do you like mine, yours truly? And again, we'll
replay that. Run it again here.
Yeah, let's run it again. So my number 1, Patrick Mahomes. Number 2, Lamar Jackson. Number 3, Joe Burrow. Number 4, CJ Stroud. Number 5, Jordan Love. Number 6, Josh Allen. Number 7, Jalen Hurts. Number 8, Tua Tagovailoa. Number 9, Dakota Dak Prescott. And number 10, Justin Herbert. Now, Q, run your list one more time.
All right, I got Pat, Lamar, CJ 3, 4 Herbert, 5 Love, 6 Allen, 7 Burrow, 8 Hurts, 9 Stafford, and 10 Dak.
All right, that's Q the Beats list. And Q, go ahead and run Dave's list one more time for the people.
You got Patty Lamar, Brock Purdy 3, Joe Burrow 4, 5 Hurts, CJ Stroud 6, 7 for Tua 8, Dak Prescott 9, Matthew Stafford 10, Russell Wilson.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The Sports Time Zone hosts have all given you our top 10 quarterbacks in the NFL based on what we project for this upcoming season. Drop in the comments. Let us hear it. Let us know if you think we tripping, you think we out here, we just wilding out, and we crazy, then put that in the comments. If y'all think one of us is on point, or all of us, you think we all make good points, then drop that in the comments as well. But just let us know what y'all think.
I can hear the noise now.
I already hear them clicking and clacking.
Look at that list, so dumb.
I'm glad we ain't live. I was gonna do this show live, but I was like, nah, we ain't gonna get through the whole list if we do this live. The comments gonna probably be going crazy, and people gonna be like, yeah, y'all wilding, whatever. But I don't care. This is our list. So if you don't like it, then give us your list, and you put your list down, and I'll tear that up too. Same way I just tore up TZ Dave's list. So y'all let us know how y'all feeling about it in the in the comment section, and let us know what's going on with that. Oh man. So
man, it's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun.
Definitely is, man. This is the history moment piece of our show coming up right now, and I know we do a lot when it comes to the history of the game. And we every week, we have Q the Beat who gives us our history moments, which our history player. We highlight a player and we talk about that player's contributions and what they did. This history moment, I want to give one, and then Q, if you want to throw one out there, you can as well. But I kind of wanted to do this because I feel like this player doesn't really get his just due, or hasn't gotten his just due. One of the all-time greats as far as quarterbacks. I don't think he got to really live out his full potential. He went to an HBCU as a quarterback, came into the NFL, put together a really great NFL season, along with a really good team he had around him. But I want to talk a little bit about the late great, may he rest in peace, Steve McNair.
Man, that boy was special, man.
Steve McNair was really special. I don't know, while I'm breaking this down, if you want to, find us a couple of quick highlights of Steve McNair. But I'm going to briefly talk about Steve McNair in the meantime. But Steve McNair, man, generational talent, an excellent leader on the football field. Talk about being able to galvanize the troops, talking about being able to read the defense. He was excellent with audible plays and improvising. He could scramble. He could take a hit. He was fearless. People talk about, how Brett Favre was just really fearless and how he would, go out there and put his nose out there. But Steve McNair was all of that.
Yes, sir.
All of that. And he had the arm. They called him Air McNair.
Yes, sir, man.
Because he threw a beautiful ball. Like, when I tell you, he could drop back and throw a beautiful 50 to 60-yard spiral on the money. This is Steve McNair, ladies and gentlemen. Man, look at it, on the run, on the target, rolling out, in the pocket. Everything that you
Air McNair. Perfect form. Look at that form.
Look at the form. Look at the form, ladies and gentlemen. Look at how poised he is and the confidence. Looking down the field and then letting it go. Like,
on the money.
His form as a thrower is the equivalent of Steph Curry's form as a jump shooter. Look at that. McNair, no fear, going up over the top.
In the air with the hang time with the flip for the touchdown.
And look at the spiral.
Tight spiral.
No wobble on that ball. He's throwing beautiful balls. So Steve McNair, the late great Steve McNair, I honestly don't feel like.
Look at that move.
Look at that. Look at him.
I gotta take that back.
Yeah, let's take it back a little bit.
Take that back.
Man, look, Steve McNair, look at that. This made defenses look bad.
Man, we hated that the Oilers left out from out here and went
Oh
to
yeah,
Tennessee.
the Houston Oilers.
Yeah.
The Houston Oilers were a phenomenal team to be reckoned with. Y'all had Warren Moon. Y'all had Lorenzo
Steve
White
McNair.
in the backfield. Y'all had the wide receiver Hill. Y'all had a really, really good team. And then Steve McNair comes in and picks up. He had Eddie George and all that. And look at
they
this.
left and went to Tennessee on us, man.
And then they joined Tennessee. Steve McNair was, and they don't give him enough credit for being as elusive as he was.
Oh yeah.
Steve McNair was he wasn't the fastest quarterback. He wasn't a speedster, but he was very hard to hit.
Absolutely. He was great. He had great accuracy. He has just enough speed to get there. I'm like, man, Steve McNair, he was a complete package, before his time.
Very much before his time. The whole pack. He is what we see now. He's basically what you see in Patrick Mahomes is almost what you see. Look at that throw. Look at that throw.
Like, he took the Titans to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Like, lost by. If y'all get a chance,
Eric Dyson, all he had to do is stretch out a little bit more for that end zone, and then that would have been a Super Bowl for Steve McNair.
Oh yeah.
Like I said, man, I love this guy, Steve McNair. Rest in peace. He was he was a true gem that didn't get to live out his full potential. He had a great career still, even with the amount of time that we did have Steve McNair. He was look at this elusiveness. Look at that.
This is college days.
This is college.
Double speed.
Look at that.
Get me.
McNair. Come on.
You don't do it on Houston.
Y'all stop playing with Steve, man.
Still make the pass. On the money, man.
On the money. Dropping him right in there. So, yeah, man. Salute again to Steve McNair. That was our history player of the week, Steve McNair. If y'all don't know anything about Steve McNair, please go and Google that guy. Please go and look at his YouTube highlights. There's even documentaries on Steve McNair and his life, not just his passing, but his life and the kind of person that he was and just his giving nature. He was, give you the shirt off his back. He was a team player. He was a great leader. All his teammates spoke so highly, especially Eddie George. Him and Eddie George were like best friends. And Eddie speaks so highly of Steve McNair. If y'all have a chance, go ahead and check out Steve McNair's documentary and look up some of his highlights. But yeah, man, Steve McNair, salute to him. Now, yeah, we getting down to the wire of the show. Down to our 2-minute drill here. I got a little something that I want to address in this 2-minute drill real quick. I want to preface my statements first off by saying I love my team. I love my quarterback. I love my coach. I love all of that. But recently, in an interview, Dan Le Batard, who's a writer in Miami and also used to work for ESPN, he was interviewing Tua Tagovailoa, our coach. And I know, and Dan Le Batard was being messy when he asked this question. I knew he was being messy because why else would you ask a question like this? He asked Tua to tell me, what is the biggest difference between playing for your coach McDaniels right now versus playing for Coach Flores, the coach that you had in your first couple of seasons of the NFL? And Tua responded very candidly. He didn't shrug it off like how most players, be like, well, hey, they're two different guys. Nah, Tua went right into it head first and said, well, Flores basically made me feel like I didn't belong in the league. He didn't encourage me enough. He didn't make me feel good about myself. He made me doubt myself. He made me question myself. So basically, Flores was a tough coach. He's a tough, defensive-minded coach who doesn't coddle his players. He went in on Flores saying that, this guy basically almost made me feel like I did not belong in the league. Coach McDaniels, on the other hand, I love this guy. He makes me feel good about myself. He always tells me like I'm perfect for this role. He encourages me. He makes me just feel like I have the utmost confidence in the world. So basically, in other words, McDaniels coddles me and babies me and makes me feel good about myself. Whereas Flores was too old school. He was too hard on me, and he made me question my confidence. What?
Tua, what in the ditty are you talking about?
What in the ditty? What one? What type of blood clot foolishness y'all talk about, Tua? First of all, you did all of that complaining to get your coach fired, and you still got the same number of playoff wins with your new coach as you had with the old coach. 0. You had 0 playoff wins. I don't want to hear nothing about, but look at his regular season numbers now. He's playing so well, and the regular that don't mean nothing if you still don't win a play. Do you know, out of all active teams in the league right now, we probably have the longest playoff drought of mostly all of the, I don't know the exact numbers, but my Dolphins have not won a playoff game. You know, not playoff drought, but winning a playoff game. We have not won a playoff game, I don't think, in the last almost, I don't even want to talk about it, but we ain't won a playoff game in a long time. And then you get this new coach in here who makes you feel so good about yourself, but you still can't win a playoff game. You start the season off really hot, but then when you start playing against teams in cold weather, or you start playing against teams that have winning records, we killed all of the garbage teams, all the trash teams that we supposed to steamroll. But then when we start rolling up on some of the higher upper echelon teams, now all of a sudden Tua's numbers don't look so hot.
Not at all.
We can't win a playoff game. So I ain't trying to hear none of that. Yo, Flores is off doing his thing as a defensive coordinator for Minnesota. He ain't thinking about you, Tua. He ain't thinking about the Dolphins. He's on some other stuff. And for Tua to even go there about Flores, it makes me question now, how mentally tough are you? Because now you're blaming it. He could have easily just said, you know what? It didn't work out. I wasn't the quarterback that I am now. It was 2 different time frames. But no, he took that opportunity to lay into Flores. Stop it. Stop it, Tua. I love you, but yo, that right there, that rubbed me the wrong way. I didn't like it. I don't want to hear nothing else about it. And Dan Le Batard, you was being messy. Yes, you were being messy by
he fished him out. He caught him.
He did.
only fish that bite on the one with their mouth open, and he bit it.
Yeah, basically, man, I just didn't like that. So I ain't gonna go too much further into that Tua situation. I just want to see Tua. You better show up this year again. You know, $212 million, and you ain't won a playoff game yet. You better do it this year. So that's what I got on that situation. What do you have for the 2-minute drill, if anything, QB? What you got?
Well, you know, I think we had a conversation about, about this earlier. I text you. You know, I'm a Lakers fan first.
Oh, yeah.
First and foremost, LeBron on my team, so I got to go with LeBron. But LeBron fans are just starting to be the worst fans ever in basketball with the delusional statements that they make all the time. It's just, I don't know, it just be crazy asinine comments about, how he's just the GOAT ever. And I'm like, Steph Curry is tied with amount of rings that LeBron has, I believe.
Yeah. You must have
magic number is 6.
Warriors. You must have been going back and forth with somebody.
See, I just look at him. I'm like, man, they just say the most dumbest. He's the only player to score 40,000. Duh, he played 20 years. What you talk about? He should score 40. He should have had more. What do you mean?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. LeBron is a great player. I ain't gonna lie. He will be one of the greatest players to ever play the game. But let's just be honest. It took him a while to learn how to shoot the ball the right way. You know what I'm saying? It took him a while to become a leader. He is a great player now. But since he started, he has not been the best player that's been playing every year. We can clearly see that he has had years where he was. Kevin Durant has came and stole a few. But a lot of that shooting percentage that they look at are layups and free throws.
Yeah.
But when it came down to the clutch, we had a lot of issues with that. So LeBron fans, just get off the horse, man. He is not the GOAT right now. He has to win 7 to be the GOAT.
Yeah. I don't see that happening.
5. You got to beat Kobe. Kobe got 5. So why is y'all talking about he the GOAT, man?
5 is greater than 4. 6 is greater than 5. Like,
if we not giving Patrick Mahomes the GOAT, he gotta beat Tom Brady 7.
That's right.
You know what I mean? LeBron can't be the GOAT right now because he don't got the number 2. That he don't got that medal that say he is. And even if he tired, Michael Jordan ain't never lost a championship.
That's right.
And he 3-peated twice.
That's right.
So it's pretty much over, man. And that's pretty much what I gotta say. And people keep talking about the 90s games and all this stuff, how it was trash. You could tell who people who didn't watch the games will be the ones that's saying that. But when you go back and watch the game, it was some ballers. It's been ballers since we started this basketball stuff. It's been people who can play the game, man. We can't just disrespect all the players who've been playing the game.
They gonna get you in the comments, Q boy. They gonna
get me, man. They come on with it. I'm ready.
They gonna
get that LeBron GOAT stuff on somewhere else.
LeBron Nation is deep, boy. They done followed him from Cleveland to Miami.
They can stay in Cleveland. Y'all stay in Cleveland. Don't come over here to LA.
When they came to LA, boy, they done followed him around the globe, boy. So, but I'm with you, Q. You know, I still got Jordan number 1, Kobe 2, LeBron. You down there? I got it. You know, again, we got a lot of LeBron fans that watching, and I know what y'all feeling and what y'all gonna say in these comments, but I
go join Miami Heat with D-Wade.
Yeah.
I go back to Cleveland because Kyrie there. I don't want to hear none of that stuff, man. I don't want to hear that, man.
We taught LeBron how to become a champion in Miami. So thanks again for those rings, LeBron. We appreciate you, but deuces McNooses to you on that. Last little piece of the 2-minute drill I want to touch on, because I definitely can't leave this out, because this is the number 1 tennis player in the world. Jannik Sinner, the number 1 tennis player in the world, has not once but twice tested positive for a steroid. Twice. But the tennis administration is not going to suspend him because his story is that the way that this substance got into his body was through his massage therapist unknowingly rubbing this steroid oil into his body, which now has basically earned him the opportunity to not get suspended. But here's the piece to that. They are going to strip him of prize money. So they're taking money from him, but they're not going to suspend him because, again, they're saying it was not intentional. I don't know what kind of sports and stuff that you people have been following out there that's watching, but whether or not a substance got into your body intentionally or unintentionally, if it's in your body, you get suspended. He's supposed to be suspended for like 2 to 4 years for this.
They have this type of stuff has happened before, and they just suspended the player.
Exactly.
Steroid cases have came out, and the player actually said, "Well, I didn't know I was taking that. This is something that my trainer prescribed for me."
Right.
But this one ingredient said, this is banned from the NFL or banned from the Major League Baseball. It's banned from this, and they still got the suspension. So I don't understand why they're not going with the suspension on that.
I don't get it either. He's supposed to be suspended for at least 2 years. But again, y'all check out the story yourself. Y'all go online or go on ESPN or go on Google and you look up that story. Jannik Sinner, who is the number 1 ranked tennis player in the world, has tested positive for steroids, not once, but twice, back to back, and he is not being suspended. So y'all do with that information what y'all choose to do with that information. We just here to give you the information. So,
and it definitely matters in tennis.
Most definitely, man.
When you serving that ball, getting aces off of serve 178, I can't hit that.
Yeah,
you up out here.
Yeah, you number 1 for a reason. I understand why you number 1 now. I understand why you out there
ace.
you know the machine that spit the ball out, like
Yeah.
you know that like he out there with that kind of level strength of hitting. So yeah, y'all check out that story. But that's our time. That's all we got for y'all today. This was a very, very dope show. We look forward to the next episode. We got TZ Dave coming back on here. We also gonna have some guests for the football season coming up. This is gonna be a really dope football season.
Yes,
we're gonna have some treats for y'all. You know, we're gonna dress up the show a little bit, have a little different things going on in our background and our borders and all that. So y'all definitely lay around for that, because we definitely got it coming in for y'all.
Show upgrade coming soon.
Upgrade coming soon. Y'all heard it straight from the producer's mouth himself.
Get it.
We the only show out here doing it with the 2 generations of sports takes, and we the only show that got the producer on camera. We got the producer on camera to give us his takes too. All y'all other producers out there, y'all can hide behind the camera. Y'all can hide behind the keyboard and just, you know, do your little technical stuff. But our producer, he actually gets it in, and he gets busy on here. So this is what we do. Once again,
yes, sir. Let's get it.
Sports Time Zone. Y'all keep it locked in here. Y'all keep on sharing, keep on subscribing, and keep on liking the videos. We also still got closing moments coming at y'all, where we break down the closing moments of some of the biggest historical sporting events of our generation of all time. So y'all lay around for that too. But until next time, I am yours truly, brother Numsi. That's my man.
Cue the beat.
We in here, Sports Time Zone once again, and we are out.